Hey folks, AJ the CEO here, and we're going to see if we can build a computer with parts solely from Best Buy. And can we save some money while doing it? Come on, let's go. Hey folks, AJ the CEO here. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, thanks for stopping by. And on this channel, we focus on tips, training, strategies, reviews, and builds to help modernize your media ministry. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. So I'm actually doing this for a friend. And yes, I could order everything from Amazon, but I want to see, can I get, because first off, let me roll back. Best Buy actually does a price match with anything that's sold from Amazon as long as it's sold directly by Amazon. So in theory, as long as I have everything there and it's on Amazon and it's sold by them, they have to price match. So I'm gonna try and get all this stuff to build a computer for a friend, and I already had a case and a motherboard, so I'm good there. So I literally just need a processor, memory, and a power supply. Oh, and a hard drive. Yeah, I got that too. So we're gonna see if we can get all that. If not, we're gonna see if they price match, and then worst case, if that doesn't happen, we're gonna be ordering it from Amazon. So let's get to the car and let's roll. All right, so right now is the best time to actually get computer parts, besides the fact it's so close to the holidays that retail stores are actually selling at the price that honestly I think the stuff should really be sold at in the first place. So I should be able to get some very decent stuff. So the thought is I'm gonna get a 3200G because I don't have to worry about getting a graphics card at the same time, 16 gigabytes of memory, a 512 gigabyte SSD hard drive, or NVMe one if it's reasonably priced, and maybe about a 450 to 500 watt power supply. So I think that should be good. And it looks like they're still talking out here after choir rehearsal. Let me go mess with them before I head to the store. All right, so based off of me looking at prices and the parts that I need from Amazon, I can get everything delivered to me tomorrow for $368 and some change. So that's going to be the mark. If it costs more than that, then obviously it's not beneficial for me to try and buy anything from Best Buy if I can get it cheaper, as well as get everything that I need tomorrow. So that's the goal. I'm pretty much pull up all of these items and compare them and see if I can find the exact same thing or equivalent, and they have to price match. And once you kick in tax, I'll be willing to, eat the tax because it's not going to be that much more than what I would normally be paying. But again, I can't beat the fact that I can get everything I need and it'll be here tomorrow. So I'll be able to put everything together and have it ready by tomorrow afternoon after church. And the only other thing that I did not include was the Windows license, but I already had a video that I will tag up here of how you can get a legal, legit Windows 10 license for around less than $20. So that's what I'm going to use for that. So that's why I want to make sure I stay within my budget. Yeah, there's not that many people out here. So let me go ahead and get into the store and we're going to start comparing prices. All right, so we'll be able to get the 3200G here. The memory, I think, is going to be the problem. They don't have anything that I would consider to be reasonable prices for that. But we'll go ahead and get a 500 gigabyte SSD right there. So that's 1, 2. The only thing that we're missing is memory and a power supply. So I think we're going to get those 2 items, and then we need to get a power supply. So I think these are overpriced in comparison. Now hold on, wait a minute. They have this 700 for about $60. I think I actually might do that. So we're at 60 right there. another 60, 120, and then say we're at 220 right there, and still need to get memory. Wait a minute, hold on. Some memory right there. I don't know what the speed is. I have to ask them about that. Now I forgot I need to get a monitor too, so I'm looking for the Spectre monitor, which actually has speakers built into it as well too. I might not have it here. I might have to go to another store for that. Alright, so I think I might have messed myself up a little bit. This came out to around $234.57, and I am short memory and a monitor. So we need to see if we can squeeze that in. But I think we came out pretty good. All of the prices matched what we would have bought online. Ended up getting a more powerful power supply than we intended, but it was the same. It was actually $15 more than the 450 watt that I was going to get. So I think we turned out pretty good with that. I'm gonna try and swing over to Office Max and see if they have the monitor that I was looking for. If not, I'm gonna have to just order that and then try and squeeze this memory in. Again, the memory is only $50. The main problem is gonna be trying to get the amount for this monitor and squeeze that in as well too. So we're gonna have to be creative on this one. All right, so here's the system that I'm gonna be rebuilding with the parts that we got from Best Buy. I actually ordered the memory. I got 16 gigabytes of DDR4 at 3000 megahertz. Actually no, 3200 megahertz from Amazon for $60. So right now the only thing I have left to do is get a monitor, which I'm gonna wait to order for that one. But the memory will be here tomorrow, so I can go ahead and do what I need to do here, which is mainly clean up this case. I'm gonna do some old school, get some pledge, clean the whole thing out, take everything, single piece out, and get all the dust and everything cleaned out. So let's go ahead and get that done. All right, I got it pretty much cleaned out, and it's time to start using the parts that I have. Like I said, the only thing I'm missing is memory, which will be here tomorrow. And if you look at this, the system case looks familiar because this used to be the system that was at my church. They recently upgraded and pretty much built a brand new computer. So the case works perfectly fine. Got another motherboard, and pretty much all the other parts are being replaced out. So this is literally a brand new build, just using the case that I had available, which was small, which saves from having to buy one. So it was just sitting in the garage and was going to get thrown away if I didn't use it. So let's get to building. All right, so at this point, everything is put together. Had to remember, I can't use this because it blocks one of the DDR4 memory slots. So I use the old AIO that I had recently bought for my church that we weren't using, and I put that in there. Now, worst case scenario, what I could do is go and get a vertical CPU cooler, and that would work. They did have one at Best Buy that I could have gotten, but I just chose not to. But if I have to, I will. And I have like 2 of these now sitting around here that need to find a use for them. But all I'm waiting for is the memory tomorrow, and then I'll be able to install the operating system and all the drivers and all the other stuff, and they should be good to go. All right, so here it is. The system is fully built. Got the memory in today as well as the monitor, and here is the stock AMD cooler with the ring removed, which I wish I had thought about when this was installed at my church, but because with this shroud on, it blocked this memory slot. But as you can see, we got 16 gigs of DDR4 at 3000 megahertz. I could have gone faster, but I think based off of what they're going to be using this for, this will be good. This is a 3200G inside of here. We have in the back here, I don't want to pull that out, a 500 gigabyte Samsung 860 SSD. We have this. This is actually the DVD drive that I had in our streaming system, but since we went with the Thermaltake case that has no ODD slot in the front, it was just a drive that was sitting there. So put this in here, so if they're still using CDs or DVDs, they will be good. Pretty much cleaned out the whole system, got all this all niced up and got all the dust and everything out of here. Got Windows 10 installed. Everything went smooth and it is very fast. So I think in comparison to what they had, they are going to really like this, and I'm going to be dropping this off to them. I think Sunday? No, I have to play somewhere Sunday. But anyway, I'm going to be catching up with them and dropping this off to them, and I think they're going to be really happy with the performance of this. Now, the monitor I got is kind of a Spectra 24-inch dual HDMI inputs. It has sound in. It's not the greatest sound, but it saves from having to buy speakers separately, and they can always have speakers if they want to. But I'm really happy with this, and I got some extra stickers so I'm not using those, but I'll be good, so I can use that for any other build that I'm going to be doing. So if you like this type of content, I appreciate a like, consider subscribing, and hit that bell, that way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry or other random computer builds. This is AJ. We will see you on the next video. Later.